Hey, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard Sports Media. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Really love and appreciate each and every one of you guys who have supported the channel the last 4 or 5 years. We're coming up on celebrating soon, 5 years on December 9th. I'm looking forward to it. But hey, look, the weekend's almost here. I know I've kind of put this off a little bit. We're going to try to get this out for you on a Friday if we can, alongside or did we already premiere? I don't know what I did, but I know I did get out tidal wave talking the Oklahoma game. But I want to recap because it is one of the smaller teams. I just kind of want to look at how Alabama was was able to dominate Mercer. Now I know what you're saying. Well, it's a small school and Alabama's a big name brand, so of course they won 52-7. But what's the story behind it? What's the film look like? What happened in this game? You look at the stats. Neubauer was a really good quarterback. Whit Neubauer for Mercer was 15 of 22, 140 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. You look at compared to Jalen Milrow, who was 11 of 16, 186 yards, and two touchdowns. So we saw it got so out of hand, they put the third string guy in. And I guess we have that answered pretty quickly that it is Austin Mack for Alabama behind Ty Simpson, who's behind Jalen Milrow, of course. But it seemed like in that second quarter and even as the game went along, it seemed like Alabama was going to score on every single drive. They definitely did in the first and second quarter. It slowed down, and Mercer was able to control the clock a little bit in the third. And then ultimately in the fourth, Alabama, of course, eating up some clock, had a 7-minute drive after a turnover by Mercer. They had this like 7, almost 8-minute drive, and it ended with a 31-yard pass from Austin Mack to Rico Scott, who I'm looking forward to seeing more from. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video and talk up Mercer and Alabama. This play right here that you're going to see first is going to be a fumble recovery by Alabama. Everyone kind of shifts this way on the screen, kind of shifts to the bottom of our screen. But if you're looking at it from a quarterback standpoint, everyone kind of shifts right. The running back cuts up to the left near the 40-yard line, and the ball is stripped out. Monty Jackson able to get it and recover the fumble for the Crimson Tide. Good option. Jam Miller. Alabama runs a lot of option plays. It's really cool to see, and they're good at it. Jalen Miller takes the snap, dumps it off real quick to Ryan Williams. What I want to point out on this play, I want to point out this play here for sure, just how good this looked for Ryan Williams because he's able to catch it in the flat just about. And you're going to see Milrow, good protection, good offensive line by Alabama. Of course, Milrow takes that snap, dumps it off real quick, but that's the key block right there. That's the key block. Watch this block here. I can't tell who got it. Oh, Jeremy Bernard got the block. Okay, and he blocked 2 guys. But that ultimately allows Ryan Williams to get in the end zone. and put Alabama up even more. Okay, so this next play here is CJ Miller taking a handoff for the Mercer Bears, and he's going to cut up a little bit. We kind of saw already, but it's a really good run here. You know, they're trying to get on the board, they're trying to prove themselves a little bit in this game that, hey, we can at least score. And they did end up getting on the board later in the game. But this is a good run here. Everyone kind of shifts to the bottom of the screen. You have a good set. Everyone thinks it's probably going to be man-to-man coverage here. A little bit of a trick play in terms of they had the defense fooled. I think everyone was expecting a pass play. They eventually did adapt to it. Alabama did, and they were able to stop the run, but not before picking up good yardage. So this play here, we're going to see a pick. This is going to be deflected and picked off. It should be Quay Russaw that gets in on it, but we'll see here. Wow. Yep, it is Quay Russaw. But he fell down. What's so cool about this one is it landed right in his hand and he had to cup it and take it down with him as he fell to the ground. I've never really seen someone pick off a quarterback like that, but you'll kind of see here on this just it was just one of those situations. I don't know what you would call the coverage, but it is one of those situations where the linebacker gets off his block and kind of puts a small spy on the quarterback a little bit and has him fooled. You'll see it right here, right? They stack the box for Alabama. Quay Russell's coming through. He finally backs up, gets off. The ball's out, and he keeps his eye on it, and he's able to haul it in pretty much one-handed there with his left hand. Quay Russaw able to get it for the Crimson Tide, and that's a turnover for Mercer. Probably a touchdown play here, little play fake, and Milrow goes deep, and he gets CJ Dupree. Actually, I apologize, that's Robbie Oots. But this is a great play here for Alabama to strike even more on this play. Big play action. You kind of notice that Robbie Oots is kind of right there, and he just kind of he's hidden right here. Milrow gets the snap. Oots goes in motion, and he's just going to run a quick vertical route past one defender here, three defenders really in total. You see the two guys near the official. He's going to run past them, and then it's all day to throw for Milrow. A little bit of pressure in his face, but that's a good play there by Robbie Oots to score for the Tide. So we're going to see Mercer's lone touchdown here. Quarterback takes the drop back, throws it deep down the middle of the field, and that is just incredible by the receiver for Mercer to get that play. And again, for Mercer there, You see Whit Neubauer to Kendall Harris for 31 yards. It was just good placement by Neubauer. He was able to get the grab in the end zone, kept his feet in, and Alabama, we'll see if they respond here, and they do big time with a big play to Jeremy Bernard. But again, I kind of want to go back to that Mercer touchdown. Kind of what I saw here. I think it was just busted coverage. You kind of had where Kendall Harris, the wide receiver for Mercer, ended up beating out everybody on this play. You'll see it here, folks. You just will. He should be right here at the top. There, he's playing against man coverage. And that's just a great play there by number 7 of Mercer. Again, kind of point out here, he gets his good footwork. He gets off a block. And it's all day. How about the ball placement by Neubauer for Kendall Harris? Right into his hands. He had to go airborne to make a jump to get that football. He pulls it in one-handed. I would not be shocked if this guy Kendall Harris gets a chance at the next level. I think that just about does it right there for him because I mean if you can make that type of catch on Alabama's defense, I think you've got a pretty good chance at the NFL. That's like, you know, Gronk style almost. So Alabama ended up on one of their next drives. Jam Miller, the call got reversed. You're going to see Milrow take off running here. He will definitely dive for the touchdown here. Everyone had a good block, kind of shifted, gave Milrow a chance there. And now we see Ty Simpson come into this game. Going deep, lets it fly. That, okay. So Alabama has a 4th and 1 with Ty Simpson in at quarterback. They pick up the first down. A couple plays later, they're at 3rd and 15. I want you to watch this. A lot of people were talking about this key play, and we'll watch this and we'll get out of here. But this shows so much about Ty Simpson. And again, I know it's against Mercer, but you got to think of the setup here. There's pressure in his face, kind of loses the ball almost, and it just it's pressure, 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 everything on him, and he still gets a touchdown pass, 31 yards. Uh, and I said Ty Simpson. I believe actually this is Austin Mack. So I apologize, but um, so this will set up Alabama at the 1 yard line. Richard Young's going to punch it in for a yard. But I want you to watch this deep ball by Ty Simpson. We also have a play later on. Rico Scott gets a 31-yard pass from Austin Mack, who transferred from Washington. But watch this play with Ty Simpson here. Backup quarterback to obviously Jalen Milrow. Check this out. Pressure in his face. How did he get away from that? Stutter steps, goes deep, And it's perfect placement down to Josh Slavis all the way down at the 1 yard line for Ty Simpson. That is just incredible. And you love to see that. Pressure in your face, you're able to shake it off. And then obviously a touchdown run here. But you go back to that play for Alabama here, you just kind of see really good coverage, but it's so perfectly placed. I love Ty Simpson. I said a couple years ago he should have started. Milrow goes pro this year. Let's say Ty Simpson comes in for like his junior or senior or whatever year. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy you want to see for Alabama. Ty Simpson is it. And it's plays like that that I think improve to take him a long way with this program. Well, that is going to do it, folks. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. I love and appreciate you guys. Alabama wins this game 52-7. We got Oklahoma on the road up next. You probably already seen Tidal Wave Talk this week. And then it's the big one, the Iron Bowl, 89th edition in Tuscaloosa. I'll be at the game, 2:30 Central kickoff. Can't wait for it, but that'll do it. And we're done talking about this Mercer game for Alabama. I think we've been done with it. We knew they were going to win big. 52-7 is your score. And just really proud of this team for what they've been able to accomplish and overcome in terms of obstacles this season. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. God bless. And we'll see you next time here at Ballard Sports Media. Roll Tide.